Good morning, everyone. Today is February the 16th of 2026. We have good ministry news, new news. We have the audiobook available of From Pitfalls to Purpose on our website. Direct marketing to you guys at $14.95. This is how our subconscious programming sabotages our lives and how to fix it. This was a book that was published in 2025. The Lord told me to speak it out. Speak out what he was teaching Joe over the years. And like I've said in videos of past, I'm not an author, you see. So the Lord wrote this book. This book was put out to help you with the old programming from when you were a child, from all the programming that we got from abuse, neglect, heartbreaks, you name it. That's what programs our subconscious mind. This is a book that is 248 pages long. The website is wisdomofgodministries.com. You'll go to the upper left-hand corner on the web page. You have the 3 hash marks. Click on the hash marks. It'll drop down a menu. Go to books. And this will show up on there, From Pitfalls to Purpose. Click on it and you will see the audiobook there for $14.95. It's a download. You can print it out. You can do whatever you like. And it's saving you, I think, 50% from buying it off of Amazon for a hard copy. If I believe correctly, Amazon.com has it for $29.95. So what's in the book? I reviewed it before, but we're going to do it again. I read the foreword of it, I believe. We have many chapters in this book. Let me try and kind of get this book where I can read it to you. Table of contents. What is your perception? Your patterns become your character. Why are you making yourself miserable? What is the outside world telling you? What is your definition of success? We've spoken on that one before on the videos. My process for doing visualization techniques. Now, this is not name it and claim it kind of Christianity. Just how your mind works. Whatever you focus on, you will go to. You'll draw it to yourself, some people say. It's more that we're walking towards the negative thing because that's where we're dwelling in our mind. Are you having trouble manifesting what you want? You want a better life. I've never met a person saying, I want a miserable life, Joe. I just love being miserable. What do you want in your life, in other words? It says, how are you having trouble manifesting? Maybe you're looking in the wrong place. Okay? Wherever our eyes go, we go. I was taught this by a man, we call him Bryn. He's a little short British guy. And I went to a racetrack years ago and learned how to run the racetrack in my car. And he would tell me to look at the next cone on the next turn and get as close to the cone as I possibly could, like I'm going to almost run it over. And being that I wasn't trained in doing this, that's what I was there to do, get trained in it, he would tell me, wherever your eyes go is where the car is going to go. It's kind of automatic. And he was right. Okay. Then there's a concrete curve, a concrete wall on a curve. And he told me, mate, don't look at that wall. You're going to go crash into it. Same concept. You understand? What is a thought? Is another chapter. This is my gratitude list. Everything that I can think of that I'm grateful for, that I already have. Stay away from negative people at all cost. What is the poverty mindset and how do we get it? In other words, we don't want it. How do we get this poverty mindset in the first place? Again, the subconscious mind. We only get what we really want. If we want attention, from a negative experience, and all we do is think about it, talk about it, think about it, talk about it. Joyce Myers explained this to me many years ago. We only get what we really want. Well, Joe, I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to be miserable, Joe. Well, then quit talking about it. Move on. Move forward. This is what explains this in this chapter. Example of how to manifest anything you want. Now again, this is not name it and claim it Christianity. Please don't hear this wrong. How to manifest anything you want. I tell the story of how God showed me to acquire things from Him in this world. Where did you get your mind's programs from? So now we start to dive a little deeper, where the original stuff happened, where the original problem took root. Life is like a bank account. How to stay motivated with your goals. The thing you focus on, good or bad, will multiply. Do not stoop to their level. I'm going to turn the page because we got more. I got to put the book in front of me. I can't turn the page. Why am I manifesting bad things in my life? How to make good decisions, and then about the author. My friends, I'm going to read you the foreword of this book. It's not very long. It's 1 page long. Just to give you a taste of what's going on in this book. Okay, foreword from Pitfalls to Purpose. Have you ever wondered why the people around you are so messed up? Or maybe you're wondering, is it me? This book will explain many of the things that we have pondered about ourselves and others, and how we have become the way we are. Many of the things you will learn in this book took me a lifetime to discover, and that's a fact. It will range from discovering why we made the decisions we've made, when we've always thought we made the best decisions at that time, but it didn't turn out that way, the way we thought it should. How to make better decisions by being around others that can help us reach our goals instead of just wishing and praying that our goals would just magically appear. Well, I know what you're probably saying right now. Well, that's easy for you to say, but I've tried this and I've tried that. Nothing worked. Well, I was the same way as you are, but I discovered things that are not as difficult as we think they are. We overcomplicate things because of the way we've been taught. We've been taught to conform to the rat race and run in circles ever since we were little children. So it's really not your fault. You see, society has molded us in a certain way that works for it, which is becoming one of the herd. Not for us to grow into the original people God created us to be. Okay, my friends. This book also has a companion workbook. Let me see where that is, and I can grab hold of it for you. Is this it? Companion workbook. This companion workbook is how many pages? It's got just a lot of blank spaces in it. It asks questions. Let's see where we're at here. We have, I can't read that, 121 pages. Some of the things in the workbook, if you decide to get the workbook, sorry, I got to turn the camera around. There I am. There I am. Okay, and it goes by chapter. Okay, a lot of the same kinds of questions. Right? Chapter 1. What is your perception? Right? Lesson summary. Summarize the main idea and takeaway from this chapter in a few sentences, and then it gives you space to write in the book. Spiritual insight. When you see through God's eyes, even challenges reveal His grace at work in your life. Real life connections. Think about a recent moment that caused frustration or disappointment. How did your perception shape that experience? What might God have been trying to show you through it? It gives you things to think about. What I usually say is things to lay on your heart. And then you sit with it and you let God talk to you. Well, you know, Joe, I've sat quietly and God doesn't talk to me. Yes, he does. Maybe he needs you to sit there a little longer. Maybe you're trying to sit there like a regimented thing. I'm going to sit 10 minutes a day watching my watch, and that's all I have to do, Joe. 10 minutes in the morning, I got to go to work and this and that. Just lay it on your heart. That's why I say that. He can talk to you when you drive in the car. He can talk to you when you're using the facilities, okay? He can talk to you anywhere you're at. We just have to learn to listen in our ears and in our heart. Just one of the chapters. What is a thought? I did a video on this a while ago. Joe's bald. Can you see my thoughts? There's not even hair in the way. Can you see my thoughts? What is a thought? Where does a thought come from? These things are just given to us when we get to that right place. He's telling me to tell you this. Thank you, Lord. It's like plugging your radio into the wall and the power is on. You paid the light bill, right? You still have to turn the radio switch to the on position. Then you have to turn the volume up. Then you have to tune the radio to the proper station. And you have to lift the antenna. There's steps that we have to take. This book, From Pitfalls to Purpose, will help you if you do this work. You just can't read it once. You just can't read it once. You can't read any book just once and think, I got it, Joe. I read the book. Same like the Bible. Good. You read the Bible? Good. Are you doing it? We only walk out what we believe. And belief comes from repetition. And this book explains this. That's how we got the old program. Repetition, repetition. We were steeped in this. You know, I always say it's like a tea bag into hot water. It's gonna make tea, okay? The tea leaches out of the tea bag and into the water to make the tea. That's what happened to us when we were growing up. We couldn't help it. It wasn't our fault, you see. Later on, because we've been steeped in the hot water, we make the mistakes, you see, because we can't help it. How are you going to get the tea out of the tea water and back into the bag? You can't, right? So this book explains how your subconscious mind works, how it started to learn the things that are sabotaging our lives and making us miserable. Okay. My editor has been hard at work, tirelessly. Believe me, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. And it's like I kind of give zingers and say, hey, can we do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Can you work on that? Yeah, I got to reformat it all in the computer, and Joe is not a computer whiz. And they got it done for me and the ministry. And I'm very thankful. So it is available on our website, wisdomofgodministries.com. You go to the upper left corner. You'll have the little circle with the slash marks. Click on that. Go down to the drop-down menu, go to books, and the books will be there. From Pitfalls to Purpose. And you will have the option to purchase the audiobook. And then you can listen to it when you drive the car and stuff like that. You see, these are the things that Joe does. Right? I was traveling yesterday. I was listening while I was driving. Listening to information, many different things I've listened to. So my friends, I'm happy to let you know that it is available on the website. Are you not worth $15? I think you're worth a lot more than that. I know God knows you're worth a lot more than that. Why? Because you are his creation. And he's trying to get you to be back one with him in his ways, so he can bless your lives, so you can carry that blessing and bless others. All right, my friends, I'll keep it short and sweet today. I'm ecstatic. I'm happy that these resources are now available. And the other book, How Are You Solving God's Problem? I can't even talk this morning. Where's the book? It's here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. It's a blue cover. How are you solving God's problems on the earth? My editor is working on that for an audiobook as well. That's a lot shorter book, but it's very direct. So I'll let you know when that is available. But I guess that's it for today. I hope you're all doing well, and you know what I'm going to say. I love you all so very much, but God loves you more. Alrighty, God bless you. Pass the word along. Get your audio book today on the website, wisdomofgodministries.com. Alrighty, God bless you.